Station, where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. You're giving veterans a voice today. Powered by WorkSimple, where we simplify your mission.
Find us on the web at mbradio.u.
We begin on the tracks, rails stretching beyond the horizon. Each tie a memory, each rail a promise of where we might go. In the early years, our first logo appeared, a pioneer stepping onto the platform of possibility. Through seasons of growth, change, and challenge, we moved forward. The whistle of opportunity sounded, and we boarded the train of time. The view changed with every mile, some stations brief, others lasting. Our logos changed too, not just emblems, but mile markers of evolution. Along the way, seats filled with teammates, mentors, veterans, and friends. Some stayed for the ride, others stepped off, leaving their legacy on the rails behind us. And still, the journey continues. The tracks ahead stretch into the unknown, familiar yet full of new promise. What matters most is how we travel, with purpose, with grit, with heart. Because the journey matters, the movement matters, and the legacy of those logos, every year, every show, lives on in the rhythm of these rails. So here we are once again, all aboard. The whistle blows, the tracks call. Together, we ride. We are the H-Train Show, showing veterans programs beyond the VA since 2015. H is in the building now.
Let's go! Are you ready for the H-Train Show?
It's coming live.
I took the oath. 20 years I gave my soul. Sandstorms, fire, a roadside blast. Everything I knew shattered fast.
You haven't seen nothing yet! Woo! Woo!
Drowning in turmoil, 15 meds, mine in a haze. Living felt like a permanent day. Still standing, scarred and proud. Crushed by war, but I won't stay down. Voice of the broken, thunder in my chest with the freedom fighters rising from the wreck. Parents pulled me from the edge of night, pushed me forward back into the light. Ski boots on, carving through pain. Found my fire on that frozen terrain. Said I was too old to beat the race, so I trained like hell, put them in their place. From slurred words to a podium stand, yeah, I'm racing with lightning in my hands. Still standing, scarred and proud. Crushed by war, but I won't stay down. From Kokomo to Olympic slope, we're the freedom fighters born to cope. Now I take the mic, not a rifle. Broadcast truth, yeah, that's survival. Paralyzed, but still I lead. With every word we plant a seed. Still standing, warriors loud. Can't break us, we screaming proud. Not wounded, we're on the attack. Freedom fighters, and we're taking it back. Freedom fighters, yeah, yeah. Keep rising.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is another edition of the H-Train Show. Well, I should say it's a special edition of the H-Train Show. And just remember, our mission here is to show all men and women all over the world that there are more programs out there beyond the VA. My name's H Train, and sitting in with me right now is the Murph Man. He is in charge of the animations, and we're you want to say a few words, Murph, before we start the cartoon just in time for Father's Day?
Yes, definitely. H Train, I want to tell you thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate being part of this special edition and the premiere of an animation we have been working on for a while now. It's a culmination of 2 years of work on your end, year on mine, or 6 months. And we got it done and we're ready to premiere this. I'm looking forward to showing everybody what we have done, and the message behind it is going to be an amazing message.
Me too. I'm well, you know what? Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready to present All Dogs Deserve Dads.
Well, gather round now, young and old. I've got a little story that ought to be told about friends and family, laughter and tears, and lessons we've learned through the years. Sitting here rocking with straw on my beat, got wisdom to share if you listen this week. So pull up a chair and stay for a spell. We're heading down a trail where good stories dwell. It started one day in a little pet store. Dad opened up a brand new door with yellow hair shining in the summer sun. A promise was made and a journey begun. Now Beaker Pop stands with a beard of gray, still guiding the family every day. A steady hand and a loving heart, the foundation that gave this story its start. All dogs deserve dads, someone to help them grow, a friend to walk beside them, no matter where they go. Through every high and every low, together on life's path. That's the heart behind our story. All dogs deserve dads. Here comes Beaker walking down the trail, red polo shining in the morning pale, green mohawk standing proud and tall, helping friends answer life's call. Headphones ready, stories to share, giving folks a voice because he cares. Through every challenge he finds a way, bringing hope to another day. Then a puppy appeared in a cardboard box, big floppy ears and a heart like a rock. Barrett was loyal from the very first day, never once leaving Beaker's way. Now Barrett's Barrett watches from above, floating on clouds with endless love. Halo shining and wings spread wide, still walking beside him with every stride. All dogs deserve dads, someone.
Welcome to the show, crew.
Let's do this, Marley. Let's
Because all dogs deserve dads.
Before a soldier can walk the point, someone has to issue the deployment orders. This mission started not with a parade, but with a piece of paper and a promise.
Yay! Easy, partner. Your assignment starts now.
Every long trail's got a starting line, folks. And for a little duck named Beaker, that line started right in his own front yard.
Beaker, get on in here, son. Happy birthday, Beaker. Go ahead and see what's inside.
Come on, Barrett. Let go.
A pup like Barrett didn't just stay in the parlor. No, sir. He became the official mascot for the whole neighborhood platoon.
Stay. Good dog. That was a very good stay. Here's your treat. Ready to roll over and flip. Okay, up on your hind legs, just like this. Paws together. Good boy. Here's your treat. Get through that tunnel now, Barrett. Drive harder to the barrier. Move, move, go, go. Great job. You did it. That's an excellent find.
Every bond forged in service leaves a trail for a veteran. That trail is walked in lockstep with a partner who never leaves your side. But the hardest patrol a soldier ever walks is the one where the cadence suddenly stops.
I keep waiting to hear his collar jingle pop.
I know, son. That shadow he cast was a big one. But you walked the whole trail with him. You did your duty by him, and he did his by you. Don't stay out in the chill too long, Beaker. The deck's always open inside.
In the quiet of the night, Beaker sits alone, away from the spotlight and cameras. The studio feels emptier since he lost his loyal service dog, Barrett. The silence isn't just a lack of noise. It's a heavy weight, a space where a heartbeat used to be.
Hey, Beaker, stand easy. You've lost your cadence again. I always told you to remember your breathing drill.
Barrett, is it really you? I still check my 6 every time I move. My hand still goes for the lead on the hook.
I see you, partner. You're still running the old patrol route. But our bond isn't gear you can lose. It's a fundamental change of status, not a loss.
I don't know the new status, Barrett. It just feels like a constant low-grade injury. It's an absence that screams louder than any siren.
The silence is an opportunity to hear the right frequency, Beaker. It's the record of every successful mission we ran. Remember that mountain pass? The one you were convinced was a dead end?
We executed the plan. You were my focus. 1 foot, 1 paw.
That was the success of the unit, Beaker. That discipline is now your core directive. The love we shared isn't a medal to be locked away. It's a field-tested instrument. Don't let it weigh you down. Let it be the beacon for your next objective.
A beacon, but I'm hesitant to advance without you clearing the sectors ahead.
My duty was completed when I was there. Training is all the clearance you need now. Operation hasn't been terminated. It's simply seen a change of command.
A change of command? So I'm not AWOL for feeling this?
Echo of the loyalty you showed. But your current orders are to re-engage. Your purpose is still active, Beaker. The best way to honor a partner is to carry the mission forward.
Through shared patience and trust, both learned invaluable lessons. It wasn't just commands and tricks. It was a language spoken without words. It was the way Barrett knew a nightmare was coming before Beaker did. It was love in its purest form.
Remember that first week? You were so nervous you'd get the signals wrong. But it was never about the signals, Beaker. It was about the bond.
Taught me how to be steady. You taught me that the world isn't as scary when you have a partner.
See? Love isn't something that's worn out or used up. It's a foundation together. That foundation is still standing, even if I'm not standing on it.
I feel the foundation, but the deck is cold.
Then fire up the engines, Beaker. You're fully trained. The love, the trust, that was your field training exercise. It gave you the confidence to run point solo. That's the legacy. That's the data point you need to focus on.
Beaker finds himself in the between, greeted by others who've lost pets. He sees fellow veterans, their shoulders slumped, their hearts trapped in the frost of grief.
Why are they all so still?
Because they think the story ended at the final heartbeat. Grief can convince you that love has an expiration date, but it doesn't. It's like energy, Beaker. It can't be destroyed. It can only be passed on.
He's right. We aren't honoring them by staying frozen. We honor them by moving.
This between is just a checkpoint, Beaker. It's a holding pattern. We have to make sure you all return to your mission.
A holding pattern. But what about them? What are they supposed to do?
They need a leader to break formation. You're the one who learned the new mission profile. Show them that carrying the memory is better than carrying the weight.
Beaker finds himself in an attic, surrounded by memory's old collars, worn-out leashes, and the heavy silence of what used to be.
It feels wrong to touch any of this. It feels like I'm replacing you.
Look closer, Beaker. These aren't meant to be relics gathered in the dark. They're symbols of a service that isn't finished yet. That leash in your hand? It's not a ghost. It's a bridge.
You mean the love I have for you doesn't belong in a box? The bridge is the connection to another partner.
Exactly. You're not abandoning our post, you're expanding the unit's reach. A good soldier doesn't leave gear unutilized. That love has a purpose, a new handler, and a new dog who needs a beacon. Don't let your mission readiness go to waste.
Barrett knows it's time for Beaker to move forward. He reassures him that carrying on love is the greatest tribute a soldier or a friend can give.
I've done my job, Beaker. I got you back to the light. Now, you have to do yours.
I don't know if I'm ready to say goodbye.
Don't say goodbye. Just say, see you later. You've been trained well. You know the mission. Keep spreading the love we built. There's a new set of paws, waiting for a job, and a new heart, waiting for you to lead the way.
I'll never forget the oath we took. The loyalty stands.
And I'll never forget the courage you showed. Now, forward march.
Welcome back to MBR Studios.
Today we have an incredible show lined up for you.
Look at these numbers on the console here. The levels are peaking. We need to adjust the gain before the next segment starts.
With a new companion by his side, the weight in the room has shifted. The silence is gone, replaced by the rhythmic sound of a tail wagging against the floor.
Beaker's voice rings clear.
We often think that losing a partner means the end of the journey, but I've learned that the ones we lose never truly leave the studio. They're in the rafters, cheering us on. Love never leaves. It just finds a new leash to hold. It finds a new mission. We honor the past not by staying frozen in it, but by carrying its best parts, the love, the discipline, the partnership into every new operation. Funny thing about the service, Marley, you spend so much time on one patrol route with a partner like Barrett, you start thinking the trail only goes one way.
I may not know the old route, but I'm here to walk the next one with you.
I miss him every time the cadence breaks. But Barrett was clear about the objective. You aren't here to fill his slot. Your new orders, Marley. A fresh deployment. I'm lucky to be walking point with you.
And we will make new cadences, Beaker, one step at a time.
New cadences are hard to learn when you've been marching to the same beat for years. It's a heavy load for a new recruit.
I may not be Barrett, but I can do that too. I can watch your six.
The deck still feels unfamiliar to me too, but you held the line perfectly.
I can walk beside you. I can help you with the missions.
I know you can, Marley. It's just, nobody can ever replace what Barrett and I had out here.
I don't want to take Barrett's place. I just want a place beside you.
You've already earned that place. More than you know.
I'm here for you, Beaker. I will figure out the missions together, step by step.
No trailing behind. You're running point now. Let's get you fed. Mission 1 is secure.
Every good team needs a partner, and I would be honored to be yours.
The honor is mine, partner. Now let's chow down.
Partners in the mission, Beaker, and I'm ready too for the next one.
Left. Left. Keep the pace. Good boy, Marley. Check our 6. Sector clear. 1 foot, 1 paw. Forward march.
Tracks in the mud don't last forever, friends. But a cadence built on pure love? Well, that just settles deep down into the floorboards.
Good boy. Held the line all these years, didn't you?
Look at that stealth approach. Track an objective.
I see that. Classic vinyl right there, gamer. Never skips a beat.
This is our squad. This is our salute to the bond that never dies. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pets and Vets of MBR.
The porch light flickers on, shadows stretch across the lawn. The day is finally gone, like a forgotten swan. I sit here all alone, in a kingdom made of stone. I find rhythm in the quiet, starting up a peaceful riot. Even if I try to deny it, my heart is willing to buy it. 6 strings and a wooden harp, playing where the stories start. Watching all the clouds depart, drawing out a lonely chart. Let the music be, setting every spirit free. Low hum, golden light, tune for the lonely night. Keep the stars in sight, everything is right. Red wine in a silver cup, watching as the moon comes up. The shadows try to interrupt when the feelings all erupt. I lean against the wooden rail, reading through a winter tale. Callous tips and silver wire, burning like a sacred fire, lifting up the spirits higher, singing like a ghost choir. Even if the wood should crack, I will never look back. Strumming through the ages, turning all the dusty pages. Strumming through the
Presented by Military Broadcast Radio, in conjunction with Aztec Animations. Welcome to Military Broadcast Radio. The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. You're giving veterans a voice today. Powered by Work Simple, where we simplify your mission.
Find us on the web at mbradio.we.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Not back for very long, but we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't noticed, we are sitting in for JJ today. She had a little food poisoning, so she's not going to be able to make this live. So our hearts go out to her. For everybody else, I hope you enjoyed the cartoon. You know, one of the reasons why we created this cartoon was, you know, because not only did I lose a service dog recently, but we had some hosts that lost their service dog as well. Plus, I had a friend that lost her just, you know, normal dog. And sometimes it's really tough for you to move on. It really is. And that's the reason why we kind of wanted to do that cartoon, because there's not really a cartoon out there that kind of explains that, you know, just like when we come back from Iraq or Afghanistan or Vietnam or any war, we have to live our battle buddies' life. We have to live for them. Oh, if you understand that, and it's the same thing for our furry companions. We gotta live for them, and when your dog passes away, you're trained in that kind of love culture, and it's just like having a kid. Once you're trained, you don't want to give that up. So it's always a blessing to bring in another dog and continue the story, continue giving that dog that same mission, that same love, because all dogs deserve dads. Now, I'm gonna shut up now, and Murph Man can kind of analysis the cartoon a little bit, and then he has a brief story. This is going to be a series. He has a brief story. I'm going to let him take the floor, and then when he's done, then we're going to go ahead and end the show. But I just want to tell everybody, thanks for tuning in. We know that you're pretty busy on Mondays, and hopefully you guys liked the cartoon.
Yes. Thank you very much, H Train. I got to tell everyone, thank you for watching. If you saw the whole episode, it was a work of love. It really was. It was something that I've been working on little by little with H here. And in the last few weeks, we've put it together, finalized it, tweaked it as best as we could. And the message, what do you do when you lose a pet? And I'll share a story with you. I haven't lost a pet personally. I have lost my wife to cancer, and I have lost other people in my life. But there was a time when I was a counselor, and we had a person come in, and he was suicidal because his parrot died. And someone goes, "It's just a bird." I'm like, do you understand that a parrot, he's like 47 years old, and he grew up with this parrot. This parrot was literally with him since he was a little kid. I can't imagine losing a pet that we've had for 5-10 years that we've trained and whatnot, right? But imagine having a parrot around for 40 years. He was distraught. And when I started doing this story, I was like, that's what I was thinking of, because people don't realize that loss affects a lot of people in a lot of ways. And that pet we have is a way we cope with our life. We turn to that pet whenever we're having a bad time. And people just don't realize that. So this animation that I created along with Joel here, we really enjoyed working on it. Like I said, it was a work of love. It really was. I enjoyed doing it, and I want to do more. And it's actually led me into a whole career of what I'm trying to do now. It's really weird how this has started. A year ago, I was barely thinking of doing a podcast, and now here I am doing animations and premiering it here on Military Broadcast Radio. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, you came a long way, Murph, man. I mean, you've even taught me stuff, and like for almost a year and a half, I kept asking people, hey, how do I do this? Trying to learn how to animate, and like nobody would help me. And me and you put our heads together, and we got it done. So everything, all the music that is in the cartoon, it is on Spotify under the H Train. So you can go check that. All Dogs Deserve Dads, that song. And I know several friends of mine that have kids. They were dancing in their living room the other day. They were telling me that they love the song. But let us know how you enjoy the cartoon. Let us know if it kind of helps you in some way. That's the main reason why we did this. It's easier for adults to take commands or storylines from children or cartoons, but for some reason, it's very hard for adults to take advice or suggestions from other adults. So this is the best way. We figured that we could educate and huge apologies to my wife because she cried through it. So, we'll try not to make the next one too much of a tearjerker, but Murph Man kind of likes the tearjerkers.
Well, let me tell you, I'm not artistic. Okay. I can take someone's idea and expand on it, make it better, make it different. That's what I do. This was your idea.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, it is a tearjerker. And, when someone says a tearjerker, it made me want to do more stuff. Like that final scene where he says goodbye to Barrett in the frame. That was me saying goodbye to my father. Every time I pass by his flag, I touch it. And it's one of those things that, it's all part of grief and loss. People don't realize how much it affects us. And you mentioned the next story. Well, we have one coming up, and I don't know what the title of it is yet, but it's a fairly long animation, and it's going to take us a little while to make it. And it's about the story of Beaker's life and where he started off on the football field to his way to combat, to his way to the Paralympics. It's one of those things that just different things that he does and how he overcomes all the things he's experienced in life. So it's something I'm looking forward to really working on. We've already started working on that one. We went from one animation to another. This is like our fourth or fifth animation.
Yeah, we're getting better.
Yeah,
What do you think was better than the Christmas one?
We are getting a lot better at it. And no, it's a process. And H has talked about doing the adaptive animation. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that right now, or you want to do it some other time.
Sure. We're not even gonna. So with the adaptive animation, the reason why we started that, there's a lot of good things that come out of AI, and there's a lot of bad things that come out of AI. And I want to say that a lot of good things are coming out of AI because if you're a paraplegic, if you're a quadriplegic, if you're somebody that like writes their signature and it looks like you had a seizure, okay, if you just can't draw, okay, our little program is for you, and we want you to craft the cartoon with your words, with being descriptive, and that's exactly what it is. Shout out to Google Vids, shout out to Creative App, shout out to I don't even know we've used like 9 damn programs on this thing.
Well, let me tell you, like I said, I started this a year ago, just the idea of a podcast. Animation and all the AI stuff was nowhere in my brain anywhere. And I've tried almost every program that's out there that comes out, and I try everything, and I found some that work better than others. And you found the ones work for you. Like, for example, I have a friend of mine who uses CapCut. I could not figure that out to save my life, so I use a different program. So you don't have to use what we tell you have to use, but we can tell you about all the different AI programs because we've used most of them, and we found the ones that work for us. And I think it does a pretty good job, personally.
I think so too. I really do. And what's incredible is, it's not going to be anything like the Star Wars series, but like we have like 6 stories in a line that we're going to be doing. So it literally is going to be a series, and our goal for this cartoon was to be 15 minutes, which I think we did pretty good at that. Our next goal is going to be 30, and then 45, and then I'll go up to an hour. But we want to catch on things that our veterans are dealing with today. We want to catch, like you can watch all these like army movies, but there's not really an army cartoon that shows you the situation and then kind of helps you to resolve it. And before we leave, before I hand the stage back over to Murph Man before he closes up, I just want everybody to know that if you ever have an issue, or if you need help, or you don't feel like calling 988, or if you just want to talk to somebody, feel human for 5 minutes, call the NBR number. Okay, that NBR number, it will be answered by either me or Trace or somebody. It will be answered by somebody. You know, don't let today's discouragements, hurt you for tomorrow, because it always gets better on the wake up. I say that all the time. That's the reason why our mascot is a duck. It's just to remind us to be resilient. Everybody, like, not literally get a speeding ticket, but you know what I'm talking about. Everybody every week gets a speeding ticket. Somebody has a bad day at least one time every week. Keep that in mind when you go out in the world today. And the last thing I'll say is, hey, if you don't have any friends, hey, take that foot, move it forward, and go find a friend and be a friend.
That's the hardest part is that first step.
Mm-hmm.
And my own son, who actually is my co-host on the podcast with me, he tells me, I'm not social, I'm not friendly. And I'm like, oh, you're full of crap. You have the skills. You just don't do it unless you want to. And he started exploring his life and, through this podcast and everything. And now, if you look at the first podcast that we have to the episode 40, which we just finished, there is a progression on him that, he's just taken that step and got out of his comfort zone and has done some amazing stuff with me on this podcast and all the other things that we're doing. And, like Joe was saying, the 988 is the crisis line. You don't have to be military or veteran to use that. You dial 988, press 1. They will be there 24/7, 365. Someone will always be there. And if you want to call MBR, go ahead and do that as well. There is someone here listening. You're not alone.
Well, Murph, I'll let you close it up, and when you're ready, we'll as always we'll say we're here for you, not for us, giving our veterans a voice. So I'll let you go ahead and close it up, brother. Thank you for being loyal and just working your ass off. You and Tracer and MJ and so many people on the station work their ass off, and they don't get enough credit for what they do, especially you.
Well, thank you. And, being part of this team has been an amazing part of my life. And coming on board has literally changed my life. Literally. I mean, it's a literal change of life. Like, I'm actually opening my businesses now and everything. So, I have to thank MBR for that. And like we said, we give veterans a voice. Yeah, we do. If you want to do something, you want to learn how to do podcasting, reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you out. You want to learn how to do AI animation, we can help you out with that. You want to learn how to do a radio show, we can help you with that.
Yeah. And remember, if you thought that voice was familiar on Hillbilly Drawer.
Oh, that's right.
And that's the reason why we call him Hillbilly Drawer, because he can't draw. He can only draw flies. Okay. That's for every veteran. Anybody that can't draw, hey, you're welcome to come. But that was Brandon Stokely. He did the voice, and then my little niece Stitch, Sarah Lake, she did the voice for Marley. So we just wanted to thank both of them for their contributions. And with that being said, if you have nothing, Murph, we'll go ahead and close it out.
Now we're good to go. I think that's it for today. We just wanted to premiere this movie and let everyone see our animations and see what we're all about.
There we go. All right, everybody. So once again, remember, we're here for you, not for us. We're giving our veterans a voice. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching and listening to Military Broadcast Radio on Roku TV. If you missed today's episode, the podcast will be available on
and all major platforms shortly after we go off the air. We're here for you, not for us, giving veterans a voice. This is Military Broadcast Radio.